KLES came up with the new standards for boiler scaffolding system by thinking outside the box. We don't build it if it's not safe. The traditional tower-type in-furnace scaffolding system, used to inspect and maintain the boilers and thermal power plants, resorts to the erection method of stacking scaffolds from the bottom up. When putting up and taking down the scaffolds, the work has to take place inevitably at high places in danger. Furthermore, since all the loads of the system get concentrated to the bottom, it may well lead to the collapse of the whole scaffold system if triggered by missing or breakage of even a tiny part of members. Such workplace accidents brought on by scaffold collapse would be liable to end up with fatal life injuries and losses, while collateral boiler damages and prolonged repair periods give rise to cutting back power production. On the other hand, thereupon incurring considerable financial losses. KLES succeeded in developing SKYFFOLDING systems, the new industrial paradigm, to systemize the pendant scaffolds with wire rope standards, putting to use scaffolding platform and synchronized hydraulic lifting system, by which rendering working at height minimized and safety accidents prevented. SKYFFOLDING systems are made up of the synchronized hydraulic lifting system, the upper scaffolding system to inspect the bundle tube of SSH, and platen SH, the lower scaffolding system to inspect wall tubes and the lower truss. How to erect scaffolding systems. Locating and selecting roof wall tube holes suitable for the avoidance of boiler internal tubes and HDR interferences. Building up hydraulic lifting devices on boiler heavy girder, constructing lower truss. Installation of lifting and loading fixtures at selected positions. Construction of overall walk plate with truss structures up to 0 level. After assembling the upper scaffolding platform, put together wire rope-type pendant scaffolds and systemize layer by layer while lifting the platform at intervals. Safety walk plates are employed to beef up workers' safety and workability, and the staircases are put up between the scaffold layers to step up the mobility of workers. Next, the upper scaffolding system for inspecting bundle tubes is hauled up and posed over the nose arc. It can be used for emergency maintenance as well as planned preventative maintenance for platen SH and division tubes. The platform for lower scaffolding is assembled at 0 ground level and fastened to strands played out by the lifting system and then lifted up, distributing the loads while minimizing the risk of chain collapse. After putting up the topmost walk plates on the lower scaffolding platform, systemize wire rope-type pendant scaffolds layer by layer while lifting up the system. Finishing off the erection of SKYFFOLDING systems by constructing scaffolds onto all 4 sides of the water cooling wall while lifting the platform at 2-meter intervals. SKYFFOLDING systems, rendering the risk of chain collapse avoidable. On the heavy girder in the penthouse of the boiler, the strand lift jacks are built up, and then thereto connected by the strand down to the platform which supports the upper and lower parts of the scaffolding system, so that all the loads of the systems can be supported from the top, that is, boiler beam structures. SKYFFOLDING systems. Armed with such a safety design of the wire clamp as to support the loads unfailingly. The more load is applied, the farther the clamp tightens the wire rope, thereby beefing up its clamping force. SKYFFOLDING systems. Putting up staircases between layers taking mobility into consideration. In an effort to reduce manufacturing costs and improve installation conveniences, the prefabricated system scaffold components and members are used in. SKYFFOLDING systems. Securing structural safety and stability by verifying the stress and strain amounts at the upper support points when the loads are applied to downward scaffolds. SKYFFOLDING systems. Perfectly scaling up work efficiencies in detail inspection and repair by way of putting up walk plates onto all fronts of 4 sides of the water wall. SKYFFOLDING systems. Currently adopted and operated in most domestic thermal power plants in Korea, over 98% of the initial introduction in 2016, consequently contributing to a safe and secure boiler maintenance environment, by coming up to the ever-tightened standards for power plant boilers of diverse capacities and types. Recognized for its technological competencies, including various space-age tech patents, a few presidential awards, an excellent company certification by Comipo, an excellent EXIM Safety Management Company Accreditation, AEO, and so on. It has been introduced and operated in some thermal powers and overseas, as well as most power plants in Korea. KLES creates the value of safety, not just products. Safety is a promise with our clients that we will keep under any circumstance, to be proud with our name, KLES.